Hi, welcome to Get a Clue, Casual Gamer, where we get a clue, C-L-U-E, about a game. C for components, what are you going to find when you open that box? L for length, how long does this game take to play? U for uniqueness, does this game remind me of anything else? And E for ease, how easy is this to learn, teach, play? How easy is it to find? How easy is it on your pocketbook? So, today we are going to be looking at the game Dice Miner. Dice Miner. I first really caught on to it when I watched the Murph brothers, or Brothers Murphy, play it, a playthrough of the game, and I went, that looks interesting. So here we go. Let's get a clue. C-L-U-E. Let me slow that down a little. About Dice Miner. First of all, C, components. What are you going to find? Well, when you open this box, you're going to find some stuff. Truthfully, you're going to find a lot of dice. And they actually come individually bagged and everything, but since you end up playing them, it's kind of like a dice drafting game. You're going to draft them out of there. I just put them all in here and put the plastic bag somewhere else. Used it for another game. But there are different kinds of dice in that will be in there. The large majority of them are just regular six-sided dice. They are called the tunnel dice, and there are 27 of them. Then you have the hazard dice, and there are 10 of these, and we'll look at them a little bit later when we get to how easy is this. Then you have the tool dice, green one, and the treasure dice, the yellow or gold one, and then you have the magic dice, the blue one. Okay. And you have 7 tool dice and 8 each treasure and magic dice. So that's for a total of, let me do some really quick math here, 15, 25, 33, 60. 60 dice. So if you like dice, this could just be a game for you. Okay, what else is in this box? There are 6 different prospectors that you can choose from in a multiplayer game, and you can choose one if you're doing a solo campaign game. This game plays 1 to 4 players. So 1 to 4 players, or yeah, 1 to 4. You're not going to use all of them, and that gives you variety. So yeah, and these are very thick cardstock, okay, very high-end quality, and these dice are really nice and chunky. Yeah, I mean, they're about the normal size. They're not tiny, they're not huge, but they feel good when you're getting them. Okay, now the other thing in here. Okay, this is the stand that the dice will be going on, and you basically put this together from punch out the pieces and put it together. I will say a negative right now. This part right here, every time you play, you're going to have to put this in here, on here, and every time you play, you're going to be stressing it a little bit more, because it has to be like this, because it has to be at this angle so that the dice can fall this way. This is what holds the dice, and once you've put it together, it doesn't fit in the box. No, you actually have to take the backing off. You can leave the zigzagging part if it doesn't fall out on you, There's a little thing that holds it in place, but obviously you can see that that falls out. So I can manage to get it in with keeping this like this, but not if this is hooked into it. It's too high for the box. Really, people? Do we not figure that one out before choosing the size of the box or the size of the frame? But anyway, so this is inside the box. Then you have a pad, a scoring pad, and like I say, you have all of these dice in the, and ultimately in this bag. I mean, huge fistfuls of them. And you'll find the rule book or the guide to mining book, and also a separate rules for solo miners. Okay, and so this is all that you will find inside that box. Length of play, L for length. Manufacturer says 20 to 30 minutes, and that's about right. I think that's about right. I will say that I have only played it solo up to now. In fact, it will probably be on my next video that will come out in a few days after this one. I'm planning to do a list, at least that's what I'm planning right now, do a list of solo games that are not roll and writes. A few months ago I did a list of solo roll and writes, or roll and writes that play well solo, and I've gotten some new ones since then, but I decided that for this next list it's going to not include roll and writes. It'll just be games that some casual games that I like that play well solo, and this is one of them. Yes, they give you your own separate instruction sheet, which is nice, very nice. Length of play 20 to 30 minutes. U for uniqueness. Well, I mean, dice, there's lots of games. We grew up throwing dice, not necessarily these fancy dice. We grew up with a whole bunch of these, but even these are not completely normal. They've got, this is wild, by the way. The little tankard is wild. And the green one has one, and the blue one has one, and the treasure ones, the gold ones have one, and even the hazards have one. So if that rolls, you get to pick which side of the die you want it to be on. So anyway, so yes, we've grown up playing games with dice. That's fine. And in this game, you are basically combining different dice to create the best scoring. One of the combinations is with the regular dice, the white die. Oh, it's in lieu of the number 6 on this one. Okay, so in lieu of this, yeah. Okay, so with these, your goal is to get 1 to 5, a straight of 1 to 5. And a straight of 1 to 5 is worth 5 points. So if you've ever played Rummikub or poker or Yahtzee, anything that you're trying to get a straight of, or phase 10, that's what you're doing with these. These others are a little bit different. If you've ever done whatchamacallit, video games where you're fighting the ogres or the dragons, this is the hazard one. Well, the magic can well, actually no, not the magic, the green one. Like if you have what looks like asteroids, I don't know if they're supposed to be rocks of some sort, because the pickaxe will neutralize that. If you have the dragon, the only thing that neutralizes a dragon is the shield. But you get points for each of the hazards that you neutralize. So you want a mixture of that. But also on this green die are treasure chests. And they help you count your gems. You can cash in, or put into a cache, CACHE, using the treasure chest. So you're combining things to create more point opportunities. So anytime you've played a game that uses, you have to combine a couple things to create a point thing, or straights. I mean, so uniqueness, it's got elements that are recognizable from everyday games or mass market games, as well as hobby games. E for ease. How easy is it to learn, teach, play? How easy is it to find? How easy is it on your pocketbook? Learn, teach, play. Okay. Like I said, I've only played it solo up to now. And it's interesting that I was not understanding the directions well, and had to reread, and it was like, oh, okay, got it. It wasn't that hard. It was just that it took me a couple. I was here going, there's something wrong. I'm doing something wrong, because this is impossible I'm at an impasse, and what am I supposed to do? It's like, I'm done. I can't do anything. And then I realized I was doing something completely wrong. And then once I figured that one out, it was a breeze. So it was kind of like, learn, teach should be easy, because once you know how to play it, you can explain it easily, and it's easy to play. But to learn, there was an aspect of it that I just had not noticed or understood. I actually went and watched a review of the game. I think I did a Dice Tower one, and to watch and say, oh, okay, I got it. No problem. So easy to learn. I'd watch a how to play video first and then look at the instructions. Easy to teach and play. It's easy to teach, it's easy to play. Easy to find and easy on your pocketbook. It's not so easy to find today. I went and checked in all my usual places, and on GameNerds.com, they sell it for, well, it retails for $29.99. It retails for $30, and they're selling it for $21, but they're out of stock. And so I checked miniaturemarket.com, and they charge $21, and they're out of stock. I checked Target, and they do not have it, even online, because sometimes the games that they would not have in the store, they have online. No. And then I checked Amazon, and Amazon has it, and it's for $29 and change, so just about retail price, just about just under $30. So that's the price and the availability. Now, if you go to a local game store, a flag, so a friendly local game store, they could very well have Dice Miner. I mean, it looks kind of cool. It's got a theme that doesn't normally draw me. In fact, I had heard about it and I just ignored it, because this is not a theme that gets my attention at all. No, doesn't do anything for me. But once I watched the Brothers Murph play it, I was like, oh, it's like dice drafting set collection-ish kind of stuff, combining things. Oh, I can do that. I don't, that looks interesting. That looks like fun. That looks different. Very different. I mean, when you set this up, let's pretend it's at the right angle. You're going to take dice out of the bag randomly and drop them, and where they land, they stay. And then you you keep on doing it until you fill this mountain top. And then the peaks are the available dice. And I looked at that and went, that looks cool. I mean, I like that. I like the way that looks. So I ended up getting it. So easy to find? Not so much. Easy on your pocketbook. Excuse me. It's going to run you between 21 and 30, depending on where you find it and where you buy it. And that is getting a clue about the game Dice Miner. Dice Miner. Ooh, with the dragon. The publisher is Atlas Games, and the designers are Joshua Dimone and Nicola Risteski. So yeah, there you have it. One more game. Next video, which should come out 3 days from now, it will be a list of solo games. Until then, happy gaming, and God bless you and your family. Bye.